Trying to lose weight but can't give up that sweet tea or baked goods? Do we have a sweet tooth? Well, this video is for you. Today, I will be talking about 4 natural sweeteners that will not affect your blood sugar level and even will support your weight loss journey. Hi, I am Wendy, a registered dietitian, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Wellness with Wendy, RD. As I have stated in my last video, I took some time off to open up my private practice. I have started doing consulting, which I am excited about, but I do still have my skincare company as well. So I still create my natural soaps, my natural body butters to help with those dry, flaky, eczema prone type of skin. So I am a very busy lady, but enough about me, and let's get back into the topic at hand. 4 natural sweeteners that can help with lowering our blood sugar levels and support our weight loss journey. First, we have Stevia. So Stevia is an actual leaf. It's a natural plant. I've actually had the plant before I bought it at a farmer's market and decided to grow it. I would use it in different things such as teas, my beverages as well. So why does Stevia works with helping our blood sugar level? Well, it is low in calories, 0 sugar, and because of that, it does not raise our blood glucose levels. As I said before, best use teas, coffee. I do not drink coffee, but we can even use it in smoothies and some baked goods, right? Now, we want to make sure that we're looking for our pure stevia extract and not something with added fillers such as maltodextrin, okay? We want to avoid anything that is added or have a fillers. Now, one of the things that we want to look for is that we want to look for if it's prepackaged, because it's very hard to find the actual plant, is that it just says on the ingredients list, stevia. What are the pros of using the stevia as a natural sweetener? Well, as we stated before, it is 0 calorie, 0 carbohydrates, so it does not affect your blood sugar levels, right? It is naturally derived from the plant leaves. It is heat stable, so it's safe for baking and hot beverages. And some studies have shown that it may even help with blood pressure regulation, a small amount of studies. What are the downside of using stevia? The aftertaste, and I can tell you it definitely does have a bitter aftertaste, even when you use the actual leaves. Again, we want to make sure that we are watching out for any brand that add maltodextrin to it, because then that is an actual sugar and it can affect your blood glucose level. There's also a downside of the nausea in high dosage or bloating, so it does have GI related issues if we consume it in high dosage. Okay, number 2, monk fruit. This is actually one of my favorite. I use it all the time. It is a small green melon that is native to China. And for me, why it works is that it is a natural compound, right? Called mugricides, and it is so sweet, like a very small amount. Can sweeten like a whole gallon. Actually, my sister had the experience of doing that. She just poured with a regular spoon and just poured it in her tea, and it was very sweet. So we had to make a whole gallon of tea because of that. So what can we use it in? Well, we can use it in our oatmeals. We can use it in yogurt. I bake with it. I use it all the time in teas as well. And as I said, this one I really love because it doesn't have that aftertaste as the stevia, right? Now we also want to make sure that we're looking for, when it's prepackaged, the pure monk fruit, not monk fruit that is blended with something like erythritol, or I see it blend with allulose sometimes, even though allulose in and of itself is also a natural sweetener. Now, the pros of this is that it's 0 calories, 0 carbohydrate. It will not spike that blood sugar level. It also contains natural antioxidant properties, right? It's very sweet, so a very small amount goes a long way. It is also heat stable, and so we can use it in hot and cold beverages and baked goods as well. Okay. Now, there are certain downsides when we're using pure monk fruit extract, is that because it's very sweet, it's very hard to dose by itself. And if it is blended with fillers, then we do want to make sure that we're not purchasing or using that type. Also, it can be very expensive, but a little goes a long way. So I do look at that fact. And if we're blending it with other fillers, and if we have sensitive stomach, then yes, it can cause GI related issues or digestive related issues. Number 3 is allulose, and it is naturally found in figs, raisins, jackfruit, right? Who doesn't love jackfruit from the Caribbean? With this, it does have a small amount of calories, 0.4 calories per gram, so it really does not affect our blood sugar level that much. Now, it is something that we can use like in baking or sauces. I've actually used it to make a teriyaki sauce instead of sugar or honey, and to me it came out great for my noodles. So it is something that we can use in different varieties as well. Cookies, brownies, for the glazed taste that is identical to that sugar, right? Now, the problem with allulose in and of itself, as I said, it can cause upset stomach. So if we're using it in very large amounts, then yes, we have to be mindful. The whole nausea, vomiting can happen with this. Now, there are pros to using allulose instead of natural sugar, right? It is very low in calories. It does not, again, spike your blood sugar level. And the bitter taste that stevia have, we don't see that with allulose. So, that's one of the benefits as well. And as I said, this is something that we can use for baking. I know some of the other ones are not stable in certain baked goods. We can use certain things in cookies, but not cakes, because cakes are a little bit more dense or fluffy. So we do have to be mindful of that. It can cause the whole bloating or gas or diarrhea if we consume it in large amounts. And it is relatively new, so there is not a lot of data out there that can tell you what the long-term use are if we use allulose. Yes, it's more costly than regular sugar, and it is not something that is available in store worldwide. Number 4, Yacon Syrup. So the source of this is an actual Yacon plant in South America. And the cool thing about this natural sweetener is that it contains prebiotic fiber, right? So prebiotics are non-digestible fiber that the good bacteria, the probiotics, eat. So this one is called fructooligosaccharides, and as I said before, our body doesn't digest it, so because of that, it doesn't affect our blood sugar level. Now, we can use this in our smoothies. We can use this to drizzle on our pancakes if we want that little sweetness, in Greek yogurt, right? If we want to add a little bit of sweetness to our low-fat plain Greek yogurt. So we're getting health benefits from it, not only just a natural sweetener. Now, the most important thing that we need to get away from this is that it is not heat stable. So we can't use it to bake, right? Because it's very sensitive to heat. It is very, very low on the glycemic index. So that's one of the pros. The other pro is that it contains that prebiotic fiber. It also may help to reduce appetite and support weight loss because of that. And again, it's natural. Now, the downside of this natural sweetener is that it is not heat stable, so it breaks down during baking, so we can't use it to bake with. Yes, in large amounts, it can cause the bloating, the gas, the diarrhea, especially if we have someone who is very sensitive to the prebiotic fiber, or who have GI related issues. We do have to be careful. And yes, it has a very strong taste, a little bit like the aftertaste of the stevia, and it's a little bit more expensive, and the shelf life is very limited. So based on the information that I do provide about these 4 natural sweeteners, let me know in the comment which one you have tried, how you like it, which one you're willing to try. Again, thank you for watching my video. Until next time, stay healthy and be happy.